What up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Yo,
What's going on, everybody? Talk to us. How we
Uh-huh.
sounding out there today?
Y'all sound great.
Okay.
God.
What's up, everybody? I'm Lotta with the Bakersman Collective.
I'm D'Anthony Goes, the best brand ambassador. Who's your favorite out here?
and,
Trust me.
and we are joined here today by Leo Martinez. Leo, let them know who you are.
Hey, how y'all doing? I'm Leo Martinez. Pretty much all in all, just overall cannabis advocate, but I try to do it in many ways through content creation and just what I do personally.
Mm-hmm. Well, as we ask everyone when they come on this show, what you smoking on?
Shit, I'm smoking on some Halos. This is a collaboration between Loco and Swirls Worldwide. It's a cross between Runts and Infinity OG. It's smoking
Okay, pause.
decent.
You done. Oof, hit me with a lot of information. What state you in, Leo?
Shit, I'm in Georgia. I'm in Atlanta.
Okay, all right. I'd love to know that information. And then, so you said Swirl is a brand,
hmm
or is that a strain?
It's a brand.
Okay, cool. And it's crossed with who?
Another brand, Loco.
Hmm. Okay, and those are also local. So is this like THCA? We be trying to know.
Nah, I feel you. Nah, one's a brand, and I believe the other's a grower.
Okay, Georgia got some interesting laws. If you had to break it down for an out of state person, what would it be?
Pretty much in specifically Georgia, this is like still illegal, but it's also medical as well. In the city
Mhm.
of Atlanta, they just decriminalized it. They're actually decriminalizing in a lot of parts of Georgia,
Yep.
like Jonesboro, specifically Clayton County, a lot of parts as well. Just you can get pulled over, say you have less than an ounce, you no longer jail time. It's $100 fine or 150.
Hmm.
Quote me on that. And I have videos if people want to check that out on my page for Stoneful News.
Okay, let them know. Let them know.
As
And
almost
go ahead.
and as well as just with new shit that's gonna come starting July 1st, because Governor Kemp signed a bill called SB 220, which is expanding the medical program. So starting July 1st, medical patients will officially have access to flower and vapes.
Wow. Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Concentrates used to be outlawed there. Like that was a heavy fine. You going to
Oh,
Georgia, you going
concentrate,
to jail.
yeah,
You go to
that's
jail.
a felony.
Yeah, baby. Don't play around with Georgia on that. You can have
Yeah.
trees all day. Make that 1 gram of concentrate, and it's a whole different
Okay.
fire.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Thank you so much for putting us on game. We sent over the "What You Smoking On" questionnaire. We want to give our audience. Thank y'all for tapping in on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitch. Everybody, we see you in the comments. But we sent it over so they can get to know you a little bit. Can you share what you're grateful for today?
Right now, I'm grateful that I woke up another day. Grateful that my car ain't get repoed while I was asleep last night. Um,
That's real.
you
That's
know,
real.
grateful to just start to be able to try to do more another day. You know, try to
Hmm.
just take this time to make something happen, even if it's not something huge, just minimal, something for me.
Hmm. I love that. Thank you so much for
Yeah.
sharing. And next question for you. What's the best thing you've consumed this year? I saw your puff content, and so like, please.
Yeah.
That shit was so fun. But honestly, like I can say like the best like just thing smoked like this year overall with flour is like I had gotten some stuff on 420. It was multiple things, but there's a brand called that people know from here to LA. I think it's either Big Shark or Shark Lotto. I believe that specific
Mm,
strain
yeah.
had some of that, as well as I don't know if I had this beforehand or this was already on the shelves because people were making noise about it a couple weeks ago. But I was actually able to. Someone gave me whatchamacallit, the collab between Doja EK and
Mm.
City of Angels, I believe. It was the giraffe pussy. That
Oh yes,
that
heard
shit
of
was
it.
smoking. And then when I found out that folks was talking about, it, I was like, oh shit, you know. But I
Yeah, like
was very grateful for that shit.
love that. And so those are, I believe, Cali brands that a lot of people seem to know and enjoy out here.
Yeah.
If you in and hit to the scene, and I think for me, I'd say Toe Venom is probably the best thing I've smoked this year thus far.
Actually making some noise for real.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, D'Anthony, you know what? We didn't dive into it. What you smoking on, babe?
Um,
Okay,
Hey.
let me know in the comments if y'all can hear that background feed or if it's just like buzz. I don't know if I'm tripping on it.
for
I want
me,
to, huh?
for me,
I don't know who it's supposed to be honest, but I just want to make sure the audience is hearing it. You know, so drop a comment if you are like a thumbs up if you are hearing great audio, thumbs down if you need us to do something. Doja got the giraffe
did you still
pussy
hear?
cut.
I just muted myself.
Oh, okay. Doja out here in Washington. What's up, everybody? Yes, they are hearing a slight buzz. Let me test something right quick while we figuring this out. I am smoking on a lifted out here in Washington, and it's their truffles, you know, or truffles with a Z. Hell. They be doing that shit all the time. Like, just make it a little bit easier on me. Um,
Do I
Dean,
sound good? My fault.
hold on. I'm pausing D'Anthony. I think there is still a slight buzz either way. Leo, I'm gonna pause you now. It is you, Leo. The buzzes.
Damn.
Just letting you know.
And what about
Huh?
I
what
thought it was
about
me. I was switching locations.
It look yeah, it looked great. It sounds great. Everybody looks great. It sounds better. The buzz is gone.
damn?
Okay.
Okay. Blunts and yoga. Yes, we hear the noise. Last of my homegrown ATF, homegrown made Keith. Slight buzzing. Thanks everybody for letting us know. We
Thank you. We
appreciate
fixed
you.
it.
Yeah, we want to make sure y'all really can get to know Leo a bit. Okay. Last question on the what you smoking on. What's your wildest weed story?
I guess maybe not so wild, but you know, definitely had my heart pumping. Someone pulled a gun on me while I was out of smoke fish. That was like I'm 26 now. This happened when I was like between 18, 19. And
Oh
my
my
this homegirl I
God.
had, she invited me to the smoke sesh. The some of her homegirls and I guess you know someone else's crib. You feel me? And haven't like did that before. I was like, okay, shit. You feel me? Smoke sesh with some people. Went, mind you, it was in a part of the neighborhood I grew up on near. I was like, okay, you know, you gotta be on your little P's and Q's. You feel me? And but went in.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I ain't eat nothing all day. My dumbass as a child, as a younger smoker, and everyone's passing around blunts, joints in a circle in the living room. And then I start feeling that little feeling in my stomach and I start feeling woozy. I was like, ooh, so let me not embarrass myself in front of people and just go to the bathroom real quick. So I was like, oh, where's the bathroom? It's like right there. So like when you walk in, the bathroom's on the right. So walked in. One thing I noticed that I couldn't lock the door. Like, that made me a little weird. I was like, okay, whatever. But looking myself in the mirror, I'm like, locking. I'm trying not to throw up, but in case I throw up, I go and just kneel down to the toilet just in case. And then
Mm-hmm.
the older brother of my homegirl's homegirl was knocking on the door, like, yo, like, what's taking so long? I'm like, oh, be out in a sec. You know, low key was starting to get into a fetal position because I was just feeling sick. You know, I
Yeah.
was like, blow everyone else's high. Bro straight up opens the door. He's like, hey, bro, you gotta get the fuck up, get up. I was like, oh, my fault, bro. I'm just sick. I'm not trying to throw up. You feel me? I'm just, you know, trying to take a quick breather. And then I
Mm-hmm.
noticed to the side, some little peanut butter colored on the hip.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's like, nah, bro, fuck that. Get out. I'm like, hey, I ain't gonna say nothing else.
You know what I'm
And,
saying?
you know, I walked back to the living room. Everyone's quiet because everyone heard it. You feel me? And so everyone just kept passing shit. I'm over here like, the fuck? You know, I'm weirded out because I don't know what to do at that moment. I'm like, do I just get out? Do I run? Like, do I just chill? So I stayed, you know. I just stayed for
Mm-hmm.
a bit, like, and until I noticed people starting to leave. So I was like, I just got up, dapped up everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Dapped up, bro. I was like, hey, my fault, bro. I ain't mean none of that. Or I ain't mean no disrespect. Like, yeah. But my homegirl walked me back. She patted me on the back, like, I didn't even know that was going to happen. I'm like, man.
You put me in a
That's
precarious
wild.
situation. Um, yeah, all
That's
because I was
wild.
nauseous.
But
Yeah.
like hey, it is what it is. You feel me? At that
Mhm.
moment, just hey, we here now, and I don't be going to
Mm.
everybody's house these days.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right. But
Okay.
and I can't smoke with everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know what?
Literally,
You roll up what you rolling up. I'm gonna smoke what I smoke because I don't know how that shit gonna make me feel.
literally.
Exactly.
Mm, mm. Okay, let's get into the questions everybody needs to hear. They need to, like I love learning the inside in your experiences, but um, what helps shift your perspective from stigma to participation in the industry?
I guess ever since I was a child, like I guess the first time I smelled smoke in the air, my mom instantly like Mexican mother. All I heard was like, "Oh, it's marijuana." Like that's weed. I'm like, weed. What that? I ain't even. I'm still a little kid. I ain't seen no movies. I ain't seen Friday. I ain't seen none of that. And
Oh,
whatchamacallit, I'm like, okay, I don't know what that is, but all right, whatever. And then as you grow up, you start to notice my mom like maybe smell it or something. She started telling me like it's drugs, da, 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 da. And then just growing up
drogas.
skateboarder. So at some point, I saw and got with homies that was doing that, and
Mm-hmm.
I started tapping into it. And mind you, like growing up, I was like, and smoking from 18 to like 20, 21, 22. I was still green out and have paranoia and all that stuff. And I
Yeah,
would
for sure.
understand if someone who doesn't know anything about cannabis and just does that and gets a bad experience, I'd understand when someone wouldn't want to tap into that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe I'm just hard headed. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. I fuck with it too much, you
Mm.
know? Because, I would still like enjoy the high until it got like a
It's
little scary,
there. Yeah,
you
it's
know?
just when you hit your like tolerance. When you
Yeah.
go past your tolerance, that's when you have a bad time. That's why you need to pay attention to the experience you're having to figure out. Like I can smoke a half a joint and be cool, but if I finish that thing, it's not so cool. Like where are you?
Yeah. It's like, it's okay to have their own tolerance and to know when to say no. Ain't no one expecting you to be cool, like, oh, big smoker, da, 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 unless you bringing that energy. You feel me?
Mhm.
But like, no, everyone deserves to just be comfortable with how they are, just high. And yeah, going back to just going from uh, stigma to participation. Yeah, just growing up, hearing all this stigma with it, and just noticing that people are we're very quick to judge someone off it. At the same time, someone in the same neighborhood is driving drunk after work and possibly putting him or someone else in danger, or possibly going home to just put some trauma, whatever people get into when they drink, towards their families, affecting children, et cetera, just creating just those generational traumas. It's like, yeah, if you and like this is like whatchamacallit. I ain't never tweaked off on nobody over weed, ain't no one's ever just overly just been aggressive towards someone when they smoke, unless they just got some other shit going on inside, really.
Oh.
And yeah, just growing up there, smoking, skateboarding, and just I started watching just YouTubers and just people just in that industry online and shit. I'm like, oh shit, that's really cool. And I'm like, oh, like maybe this is something I could tap into. At the same time, you're a little scared because you don't know what the hell you're doing. But yeah, just getting into it and just learning more. And just especially when I got my first editing job I don't know if you guys know him, Luke at LMC.
I do.
I was editing some of his documentaries, and we've actually helped collect a bunch of views in his documentaries, as well as running his social media for a couple. I think it was like maybe a year and a half, and I was
Love it.
numbers, and it was cool just learning about the individuals in it, organizations, what be going on, like political side, business side, uh, maybe like just social media side, like maybe people getting into a fight at the Olympics or something, shit like that.
Mhm.
Like
Oh
out and
man.
at the end of the day, this can be a business. You just gotta learn how to just find your place within it. And yeah, it's like people can make money off like alcohol businesses. Why can't people find careers and potentially put themselves in a higher position in cannabis industries? Even just
Right.
being in a totally different environment. Because I Shit, my first couple of jobs have always been warehouse jobs, et cetera, where they just put you in with anybody, and everybody got their own lives going on. Shit, people have gone arrested for finding that work. So it's like, what you call it? There's so many things that can push you off to whatever path you're already going on. So why not try to find other types of jobs that could potentially give you more of a peace of mind? Because
Mm,
Hmm.
everyone hates going to work in the morning. You know, like people, everyone's dreading it, et cetera. But like,
they
maybe
can
you,
be.
you know,
Unless
and
it's
but
something you love.
lit-
Mm-hmm.
like, but sadly, most people aren't doing what they love. They just trying to do what they can to pay the bills.
Hmm.
Right.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Not okay, DNT, you got some questions for the man. I like our guest this week, man. Leo, you stellar. Stellar.
appreciate that.
I don't have any questions.
Oh, you didn't see them? Okay. I'll send them to
No,
you.
I texted you that. You didn't see
Uh,
my message.
I didn't see your message, but it's shared in Asana. Um, okay, so what inspired you to create Stoned Food News, and what gap in cannabis media are you hoping to fulfill?
For the most part, at the end of the day, it's like I like to think about a lot of just I do it specifically. I started doing it because I didn't want my homies out here smoking shit that could potentially put them in harm's way health wise.
Come on.
Like especially
Yes.
with like if you're in a state that has cannabis as illegal, most of the times like carts and like vapes are so popular, especially when they came out with cannabis vapes. Sadly, in states like that are illegal have it as illegal, black market vapes, it's a hit or miss, and it's a
Anything.
scary and dangerous hit or miss because you don't know what's in it, and you're most likely gonna just believe whatever the plug says. And
Yep.
it's like they're putting anything. They're putting vitamin E. Someone in the comments said they damn near putting honey in it. I'm like, yo, it's like, and some people you can see that little bubble moving way too fast, even if you're not even hitting it. It's like just way too many things out there that people can be at risk to getting, and it can potentially set you on a different sort of path, or potentially put you in just harm's way. And so, just looking up sort of like brands that have fake carts out, and just knowing the certain news that pops up because I would follow just like cannabis media outlets, and they would post stuff or they would be viral footage of things, and it'd be interesting, and I'm like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
And as well as just being a social media manager for Luke helped me learn about what goes on in news all the time. And later on, once stopped doing that, whatchamacallit, I wanted to do more, help spread more, just awareness of what goes on, especially here in Georgia. And
Yeah.
whatchamacallit, uh, yeah, just wanted to share more about what's going on everywhere.
Yes. I love that you say whatchamacallit. It's such a southern phrase. My mom says that shit all the time. She doesn't know, but I'm from Florida, so like whatchamacallit, hand me that whatchamacallit. you know.
Killed me when I saw the candy bar. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, right. Like, oh, that's weird. That okay. Okay. D'Anthony, I sent that out to you. So if you want to tap in, if not, I can keep us rolling on today's show. Once again, this is Sesh Sundays, and we got Leo Martinez in the building. And it has been a wonderful sesh thus far. And I just want to call out to y'all out there, if you are interested in being on Sesh Sundays, drop next guest in the comments, and we'll be sure to send you a DM and get you on here. Um,
Okay.
uh you in the
I'm ready.
game.
Yes. Okay. So, what inspired you to create Stone? That's where we're at.
Yeah, I did that one though.
Oh, okay. The
Mhm.
name itself stands out. Wait, Stone Food News represents to. Wait, what does Stone Food News represent to you, and who do you hope sees himself reflected in that platform?
Who do I see? Pretty much just more brown representation in the industry that can overshadow black and brown people, especially when people then we try to get into an industry, and when it's a sort of specific groups that have no access to certain education and already having um, law enforcement have just racially profiling people and using weed as an excuse to do it. Shit,
Ooh.
I had to pay a county $500 for a 3.5. That shit hurt
Mhm.
my soul. But
Oh
Mhm.
my God.
Mhm. Talk to
spread
him.
and whatchamacallit, when they see Stone Full News, they instantly know, like, oh, it's amigo that like to smoke that just want to let y'all know what's going on. And
Mhm.
hopefully, maybe, I ain't expecting, I try not to walk into anything expecting anything because, no one wants to be disappointed. No one wants to,
Mhm.
et cetera, et cetera. But, if it does happen, it's cool. But if another just younger Afro Latino kid who doesn't really may not understand what his place in life is, or just that, or just feels lost, maybe potentially. And if you like to smoke, maybe there's something you could do. You don't
Yeah.
have to like make it do shit like trap or fucking other shit like that to get into it. You can just learn educational
Yeah.
shit that can help you and your homies just consume safely. And you can
Right.
just, or even like if you like to do art, you can make art for brands. Shit, you can put a design on a bag or something like that. Or just there's so many different ways that you can incorporate yourself into this industry. I have over 4 to 5 years as a blue collar worker when I worked at an oil plant, so I know like
Mhm.
understanding of systems of operations, and maybe hopefully going into like finding some sort of work as well in the industry that I can use that in. You feel me?
Yes, absolutely. But you have to explore the industry to know what parts are there and
Yeah.
what parts you want to do long term. I know running a retail operation, I have folks that have been on. I like to hire folks that have been on multiple sides of the industry because when you engage with the consumer, you should be engaging from a more educated perspective than someone who's only just ever smoked the plant. Like, how is it made? That being able to explain that to a new consumer is important to me as a manager. And so because you're guiding them on an experience, especially in Washington, if you're a medically endorsed shop. So I really do appreciate your sentiment here of trying to learn about the industry and share that information to people that may identify themselves with you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, for sure. And we shared a video on our story today. I shared it intentionally because it's sort of the question of like, is social equity like actually equity, or the social equity programs that they propose out there that they're like, oh, we jailed our black and brown people that were doing this, the pioneers, and now after some groups of individuals have made a lot of money in this industry or lost a lot of money in this industry, because let's be real, like now we'll give you your piece of the pie in terms of social equity and sort of make it easier. But like, is it really easier when it's more expensive than ever? And I was the blueprint, right? And so I love that when you wanted to chat with us, talking about the black and brown engagement with this industry is near and dear to your heart.
Yeah. Because
Mhm.
whatchamacallit, especially just when both sides have become to feel like this sort of planet is like demonized, or like, oh, it can only just destroy your life, when it can destroy your life if that's what, not in the sense that you're looking for, but if you're just doing things unguided and
Mhm.
without sort of any access to info, education, safety regulations, then you're definitely just walking into something blind and just trusting whoever. Because yeah, I don't know what this is, but you say it's cool, so all right.
Yeah, no, ask questions.
Oh, it's
Ask
important.
questions.
Ask these.
And I wish Ask Jeeves was so clutch.
It
Back in
was.
the day. If y'all got questions for Leo, please drop them in the comments. And actually, we got to get to some of these Instagram comments. Is a Reefer Madness Steph worked on our community dad from Canaloo's out here. And good morning, Ian. You know what I mean? What up, V? We got family tapping in from Chicago up in this piece. Well,
Chicago.
yeah, like y'all just expand. Didn't you? I just shared your video, on the expansion that's going on in Illinois, weed industry. Thanks for talking about that on Soul Food News, man.
No, yeah, it's really cool, especially just been with how Illinois has been growing over the years. Because I remember when I would watch, I don't watch them as much, but when I was watching like weed YouTubers, like I don't know if you guys heard of like Goblin when he was first talking about it, just how like the how low the quality was at
Mm-hmm.
that time. But now it seems like skyrocketing now, especially with a lot of people that I follow. Shout out the homie Jesse, shout out the homie CJ, shout out all the other homies in Chicago. They've been showing all the events that have been going to, and it's just yeah, it's growing very quick. And now that the possession limit has increased from 30 to 60, that shit's crazy. Like
Yeah.
just because yeah, people can just have it.
Yeah.
Just people can have 24 packs of Budweiser in the fridge or shit like that. You know?
Yeah. Come on, Washington. You hear what's going on? They loosen it up in other places. And like I remember paying attention. We've had Miggy up here. He has a social equity license in Illinois. He has experienced a lot of frustrations with the state of Illinois in trying to get that shop open. Um and I remember that being what I knew about the state. They had a program, there was a lot of demand, not enough supply. So the best weed was still in the legacy market. And now, V, let us know. Like you were putting us on to shops out there that where you can get like infused beverages. They have like the whole lifestyle thing they've engaged with enough and increasing the possession limits to where like Chicago's a good ass time, you know?
Yeah.
It could be rough, but it's a good ass time.
Oh
It
yeah,
can be rough. I experienced both sides of it.
Yeah, yep, yep.
no,
Mm-hmm.
struggle for real.
All right. So you brought up the idea that consumers aren't interested in education beyond THC percentages. Is it truly a lack of interest, or has the education beyond THC, or has the education? Ooh, uh, wow, these are confusing. Has the industry failed to make education accessible and engaging? My goodness.
You see, I was struggling too.
Yeah. It's because there's not spaces. I can run that back, Leo, because my God, that was confusing for the both of us in this situation, and I know the audience too. So you brought up the idea that consumers aren't often interested in the education beyond the THC percentages, and it in a freaking hilarious way, by the way, because like customers do be cussing you out when you trying to educate them. Like
Bruh.
Yeah.
it be so rude. Like you don't have to do that because this is my job. But
Mine.
yeah, but is it truly a lack of interest, or has the industry itself failed to make that education accessible and engaging?
I feel like it's a little bit of both, as well as just
Hmm.
culture dumbing weed down in a sense. Like
Mm.
whatchamacallit, like with movies like whatchamacallit, Pineapple Express, and like maybe just showing how hotheads or stoners act in a certain way, just goofy, don't have a care in the world. Maybe if I ain't had bills to pay, but for the most part, your average stoner is just someone who's getting off work, just trying to get this little quick 3-5 to get right tonight for the next day, or just yeah, it's an average person. But
Mhm.
I feel like with that, with also just other things like um, music, especially when folks talk about weed, trying to make it seem like what's what's the word? Like a bragging sort of thing. Like, oh, I smelled the best. I smelled the
Oh.
best. Oh, I smelled the best. It's like at the end of the day, strains come and go. What
Mhm.
you call it? Everyone experiences cannabis totally differently. we might say we feel the same, but we're really not. I've had people who I've smoked with say to maybe have slight visuals or something, and I'm like, "Oh,"
Mm-hmm.
but um, a lack of as well, maybe because of why the whole look of like trying to make weed look cool or like putting it in the coolest looking bag or something, or
Mm-hmm.
give it certain names that make it sound like it's gonna hit harder than what it really is.
You mean the
It
marketing?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Literally. A lot of like dispensaries will. I've heard a lot of people in the comments will tell me like that dispensaries will make bud tenders put more towards geared to customers towards THC percentage than even trying to figure out terpene profiles
Oof.
Yeah.
and whatchamacallit. Yeah, it's like then that's the brand as well that the whole just company's fault then too as well if people don't try to go out their way to do some more research like, oh, what's an endocannabinoid system, what's flavonoids, what, all these other things that I hear but I don't know what's this batch number for, you feel me, like
Right. Who grew
whatchamacallit.
this shit?
There's more like things you learn about that lets you know, like, oh, I know exactly what I want. I know exactly the type of high I want, and I know this sort of brand has this specifically. Like, or even just learning different just strains and shit like that. That's way better than just thinking, oh yeah, no, I don't want nothing but 50% THC, over 35%
Oh,
THC.
that could be
But
trash.
the
It
pack
is trash
over
sometimes.
6 months. Goddamn, the package date was over 4 months ago. You feel me? It's like other things that you can look for.
No.
Uh-oh.
He was in his bag. Come
He was in
back.
the mirror.
Oh my goodness. All right, man. While we get Leo back up here, drop next guest in the comments if you want to be on Sesh Sundays. And let's
Yeah,
give
let's
our
clap some
guest
some
a
claps.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like magnificent. You talking
Oh,
that
here's an invite.
shit?
You
Yeah.
know, I like his viewpoints on stuff. There's like
Mhm. Come back in
you
here
can
when
ask some of these questions that we've asked people, and it's a lot of I don't know, or but he's giving like some of the answers he was given was what I was thinking,
yeah.
or what I would
I'm
want to say.
so
There we
sorry.
go.
It's cool. It's cool. We got
I
time.
got a
Listen.
call. I got a call and I was like, yo, and then for some reason I couldn't see my camera.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
happens. I put my phone on D&D.
all of them.
I'm on
That's
the
It
Mac,
will boot
so
you
I
out.
got to put that out.
oh man, they got you. But if you put your phone on D&D, your MacBook will go on D&D as well. Just so you know. Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
for sure, for sure. So
I got a
again,
question.
go ahead, go
Okay.
ahead.
So for someone walking into a dispensary tomorrow, what are three things they should pay attention to besides THC percentages?
just um, I don't know if every dispensary does this, but maybe you can ask to see the package date or the if it has
Mm,
a harvest date on it. Hopefully,
Mhm.
that could also be it.
The
I feel like
easiest
out
way to
here we
ask.
have those.
Well, it's not legally required. Some brands
Okay.
still did it. It used to be, but then folks lobbied to get that changed, saying proper storage and all this other stuff. But if the retailer isn't considering the environment the weed is stored in, it doesn't. Proper storage goes out the window as soon as you sell that shit. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, to a dispensary, right? Because the dispensary is a whole different environment than your grow, or your cure room, and the other way to ask that question, if they don't do it, is what's the freshest flower in this shop? What's your most recent
Yep.
drop or scoop?
Yep.
Right? A bud tender should be able to tell you that because they had to put that shit out. Yeah. So any bud tender worth their salt knows that information.
Mhm.
Keep going. Anything else on your end, Leo? Because I'm ready. It's about you, player.
Let me see. Oh, maybe you could ask what specific brand or strain is popular right now that customers are getting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe avoid infused type of flour
Yeah.
to just
I
start off.
always feel like,
Mm-hmm.
when sorry to cut you off, I always feel like when it comes to infused flour, I always feel like since it's infused and rolled and dusted and dipped, it wasn't that good to begin with. That's just how I feel. Because if you're doing all this extra stuff to it, when the homie had that one, he's like, "This is fire." I'm like, "Well, the homie fire because they put keef and rolled it in this and dipped it in that and rolled it in that, and now it's dusted. So I'm like, of course it's fire. It's definitely going to be fire. But the stuff that's in the middle, the piece of gum ain't good.
And literally, like, I feel like customers have will automatically, because they don't have education, will just automatically have this sort of placebo effect, and just like, oh, because it's wrapped in keef and diamonds, oh, I'm so high, but you haven't smoked since like last year, and you're just
Mm-hmm.
here in Cali for the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I get it, but also it helps to know certain brands, especially that just put the bottom of the barrel extra, whatever left over, into little joints and try to sell you, make it seem like
Yep.
it's something more than what you're paying for.
Yeah, because everything must go.
You know?
Mhm.
Like it's still a business operation. Every piece of this plant that I grew is profit to me. Like I got it. Like pay my bills. It might not even be profit. It might be breaking even. So like if now in Washington, you'll see them. They might have their A line. They might have another brand with their B line. Then
Mhm.
they might wholesale a bunch of the littles to another company to process it to put it into pre rolls, and then the shake gets blasted into oil, da 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 da. So like every little piece of this plant matters to these growers, you know? All
Yeah.
right. So as states transition from prohibition to medical programs, what educational tools or platforms do you think are missing, especially for consumers who are completely new to cannabis?
I feel what's missing. Uh, I feel like more access to what's available, or more info to what is available, and
Mm,
just if there's more regulations on how to consume it, provide more educational just platforms to share that. Like, for example, over here in Georgia, when we do get medical flower, uh, patients aren't allowed, it's still illegal to roll it up and smoke it. You have to
mm.
vaporize it.
Oh,
But when they say vaporize, that's it. They don't say anything else. They don't maybe mention like, oh, maybe a dry herb vaporizer, you know,
yeah,
maybe just show maybe a picture
a
of a volcano,
volcano.
you know.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
See, no one's really mentioning that at all, and it's low key bothering me. And like I know the amount of people that are gonna be lined up getting that flower. What's the immediately thing they gonna do? Roll it
I'm
up
gonna
and
roll
smoke.
that shit up. That's what
And
I've
yeah,
You
been
got to be
doing.
the one. You got to be the one.
you know,
You
I've
better
been.
hit. You just hit them. Be like, bro, I'll draw the image. Let me like do the graphic for you. Can I volunteer? You know,
Right.
something like,
This is,
can y'all cut me a check if there is a paid position for this? But I'm just letting
and
you
tell them
know.
that it's
Yeah,
irritating you.
yeah, this is missing.
Let them
As a
know.
person that lives here, like I'm a constituent. Like that actually, that's the level of advocacy you can have because you pay taxes in this motherfucking state. So they gotta listen to you. At least it might only be 15 minutes, right? But if you start making sense in those 15 minutes, you could change the regulator or the legislator's perspective and get some shit shaking behind scenes. They won't give you credit for it sometimes. You might be there for the law signing sometimes if you're like that good of your advocacy, but this is the point I want people to understand. Like if it's not working, do the work to make it
Yeah,
work for them. Show them the solutions if you know how or if you know a piece of something, especially if it's bothering you.
Hmm.
no,
Yeah.
you definitely got a point. You just put me on for some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
no
real, for real.
problem. Man, I hear you to the nth degree because you posted that thing. Remember, I commented on the FIFA post that you had in New
Yeah.
York and stuff. They were providing education to all the tourists that are coming for matches out there,
Hmm.
and we got matches like coming up. We just had one here in Seattle, and there's another one on Friday with Australia, US, and like so I went to the Department of Tourism's website, and then the Visit Seattle, which is like the city's tourism page, to see like what information is out there on cannabis at all. Because like y'all make millions of dollars off of the sale of this plant, right?
Mm.
and the Department of Tourism has it's educational in how to consume, but it isn't accepting of the cannabis lifestyle, consumer's lifestyle, if you will. So you can get the factual information on it, and I'll be sure to link that page in our story for those that follow us on Instagram and everything like that. But I there is like this is when it bothers me. This is how I know. Like there is nothing that says like if you are interested, here are the top 10 dispensaries that are in King County or Seattle, if you will. Or here's the location of them. You're not doing anything to promote the actual businesses of this industry. If folks were looking for it, you're like, yo, just be safe. Whatever you do, be safe. Slow and slow, which is great information. But if I want to find this shit, I just gotta go to Google.
You know,
Come on,
just leaving
come
folks out,
on.
Yeah, but
especially.
remember you can't advertise. Period. You know they can't even have stuff on their window that's bigger than the bar. I
Yeah,
learned
yeah, yeah,
that.
yeah. The businesses, but so I was like, "Ah, this sucks, right? And then my brain said, go a little bit further. So I googled to see like what they be talking about alcohol. I shit you not. There are FIFA like matches that they are recommending people to go to that are at bars. They're like, yo,
Yeah,
go tap in over here. We've partnered with X, Y, and Z. I go to the fucking Department of Tourism website and they're like, oh, you're going for a hike? Why don't you have a brew in a hike? Check, there are 440 something breweries, and here are the matching hikes that you can take to consume alcohol. Then I got really fucking pissed off and I was like, y'all can suck one.
Easy.
You know what
so
I'm
you can
saying?
get
Like,
drunk and go on a hike and slip down and fall down a mountain drunk and
now we gotta rescue you, but you can't tell me where the nearest weed shop is at or the closest weed shop to the Cascade Mountain Loop because I want to fucking know.
yeah. I want to go on an excursion where I can go on a hike and do the loop and come back and go find another dispensary and try that. I don't
Sorry,
drink beer.
yeah, I don't. I don't mean to be yelling on here. I'm just saying like this is like the reason why TBC is here, and I'm really appreciative to meet people like you that get just as mad at their state for like not doing enough for the the thing that they're extracting money from.
Like, a lot of people are about to come and purchase like quick. Especially yeah, with the changing from because Georgia first was a 0.5% THC cap.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not letting patients will have to buy more in bulk just to get that relief that they're looking for. But
Oh,
now that changed, and now it's a 12,000 milligram possession limit. And now like what they're doing is they're gonna kind of like individually package certain flour that will reach up to like I believe it said 1,200 milligram. I believe that's how much that the shops are going to be allowed to sell. Like say one strain and a 3.5 equal is close to 1,200, or it goes over 1,200 in the THC percentage. Then we're not gonna sell it as a 3.5, but we can sell it as 2 grams.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And then when you go into the dispensary, you can do that, and like it's all gonna just whatever it equals to 12,000 milligrams. That's the amount you can possess, the limit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know what? I am grateful that it's the moving the needle forward in that state because again, so it got pretty like it, it was backwards as you said, and then they just killed sort of the hemp side of the industry. I think in the most recent years in that state would have been. And look, you look at the sick.
That was so fun. That
Mm-hmm.
time,
Mm-hmm.
I was so spoiled at that moment, and then they took that shit,
Right.
and now
Right.
got folks I know be going to the smoke shops and buying TACP joints, and then feeling sick afterwards.
Ugh.
It break my heart. So it's like, yeah, it's progress. It's some now, and hopefully it can move towards adult use someday.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise,
Yeah.
be careful out there. Be careful.
Yeah.
Um. Okay. Do you want to hit him with the next question?
We've seen increasing black and brown representation in the cannabis industry. What progress gives you hope, and what barriers still need to be addressed?
I feel like just more and more companies coming out that are black owned or brown owned, and just yeah, I feel like as well as just especially because everyone's online, so a lot of just the content creation that's being pushed out right now, there is an increase between black and brown creators and creating just educational as well as just viral content that people like and enjoy and can spread across all over the world, showing that this isn't something that can be demonized, that should be demonized and taken as like drugs, something that I'm not a parent, so I'm not going to tell parents what to do. I don't think this is something you should like kick your kid out for or something, but hey, you feel me? To each their own. But
Mhm.
this, instead of making it something that you feel like you have to shun someone from, maybe look to it in a different light. And maybe you don't have to like. No one's asking Granny to smoke a 3-5 to the face. She can eat a little gummies here and there, watch her shows. You feel me? And you can do this with what you want, but because of what the image that's been put out there, now people just think like, oh, they're just potheads, lazy, like they don't do nothing. It's like no, this is something that can be used as a daily thing for just everyday life, just like you can take a little microdose and have a clear peace of mind or things like that.
Mhm. Mhm. And if Granny wants to smoke a 3-5 to the face, you better get her the best shit possible, the cleanest shit.
Yeah,
No coughing, you know what I'm saying? Show up.
Yeah,
because let me find my grandma one way. I'm getting her knocked out.
You know what I
You know,
mean? Roll it immediately, okay?
knocking Granny out.
This is how I felt about that Netflix dispensary show with Katie Bates. 13 years in retail cannabis, ain't no way that show was gonna fly with me. Like, have you seen it on Netflix?
disjointed.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like I was
Oh,
younger when I seen it, so I fucked with it just because it was funny. But
it
looking back
hmm,
was.
now, I understand why people don't like it, especially
Yeah,
with the specific stoner dude they have that was just talking to the plants, etc. It's like he
yeah.
could have really been a cool representation for growers and cultivators out there, and just maybe
Mhm.
drop a little knowledge here and there instead of just making it seem like just we're just a bunch of just woke
sure.
hippies talking constantly talking about the government all the time. I mean, I am, but we chill too. You feel me? Like,
Yep, yep.
yeah, I definitely get
Um,
when info with it.
I saw a
uh,
few episodes of it.
Oh shit! Hold on. There's some comments on Instagram. What up, FDG? Am I confused? Did I just hear that they were labeling flour as milligrams? Yeah. How does that math work? Circle back. What are you
Uh,
talking edibles or like what's the dosing like out there?
it's gonna be. It's like still a little weird. I'm still figuring it out, but yeah, like the milligrams is gonna be whatever the possession limit that they're gonna allow patients to do. Like 12,000 milligrams is the limit,
Mm-hmm.
and I forget how it's gonna be calculated. I remember when I was talking to someone that is in charge of some of the dispensaries out there. I still got a little lost in it, and he mentioned too. He's like, "You going a little, get a little confused." But just like 12,000 milligrams is the limit possession that you can have, and it's going to be calculated at the dispensary. I'm sure it's going to be calculated. They'll probably like rack it up and let you know how much you have. But yeah, the because back then it was a THC percentage limit, and the products weren't potent like that at all. So a lot not allowing patients to get the relief. But with this, the door just wide open for the possibilities for more potent um, products, allowing patients to get more relief, and they're gonna use they're gonna use the percentage of the flour that they have, and I guess convert it to the milligrams to calculate it like that. Like say you have a 3-5 of Blue Dream has 30% THC and whatever that equates to. It's either if that's close to 1,200 milligrams, you can buy it, or if it's past 1,200 milligrams, then they can't sell it as a 3-5. It can only be like 2 Gs. So that's like the best way I feel like I can explain that in a way.
And it's still confusing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was in the background pulling up articles because it's like trying to see which one was relevant. Senate Bill 220,
Mm-hmm.
putting Georgia's Patient First Act. So it gets rid of the Georgia's 5% THC cap in favor of a 12,000 milligram possession limit. And so 12,000 milligrams to grams is 12 grams, if you will, which I
Base
guess
hit.
that's like you could get 10, what, 12, you could get eighths or 2 gram packages, 2 gram units at that point, and
Yeah,
get
like
6 of them things.
You can't even get two. You can't even get a half.
I know that's
oh,
crazy. And
when
hold
they
on.
explained it,
But I'm sure there's more to it. Like, I think there's
If that's it,
probably
I'm
a
going to jail.
window. What'd you say?
I said, if that's it, I'm going to jail.
Yeah.
I buy more than that every day.
nah, I think
Um.
also when I was told that like patients could potentially have up to an ounce and a half,
Uh huh.
depending, I guess, however much THC comes with the products that you're buying, and if that passes through over 12,000 milligrams, then
Hmm. Okay, got it. Because they're gonna convert the THC percentage to milligrams and then do the math from there.
yeah,
Gotcha. Okay, I'm getting the math now. It's
no,
they.
it's like
It's,
slowly
it's
kind of start aligning it.
yeah. It's something interesting enough. What do they do in Canada, FDG? Because I feel like it'll be consistent too. I think that was something that they used to do in Canada at the early days. Okay, so 50% THC would be 500 milligrams. Just move the decimal. That's light half from the plug. If it's on the THC potency, though, it'll be based not on grams. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that commentary. See what I'm saying? We got real people in the chat.
Yeah,
We can
real
do
people.
this. We like talk about weed math. You're gonna have to know a little some if you want to be here. You want to know a little some. You got to be able to count some money and move some percentages. All right, Leo, we rounding out a solid hour and a wonderful interview with you. We want you to enjoy the rest of your Sunday. So, we're gonna move forward and say, looking ahead, what do you want people to say about Stoned Fool News? What's the long term vision you're building toward?
The long term vision would just I would want folks to look at my page as a reliable source for anything cannabis news related, whether it's politics, whether it's business, whether maybe you just found out your favorite celebrity got banned from Romania for smoking on stage.
Ah,
Oh,
Yeah.
that
you heard about that.
you can
Hmm.
look at us and say that we have news that's going on and day by day that can be checked, and it's everything that else that everyone else as well will be mentioning as well. And I would want this to transcend to as well as doing more in-person things, as well as reaching out. I want to be able to travel when I'm working in this industry, and just to help be able to spread more awareness everywhere I go. Like maybe I go to another state, tap into the people who are in the culture with it as well. Maybe spread light to maybe cultivators, maybe dispensaries, maybe just individuals as well, and just showing just showing different parts of the world that dedicate their time and just basic everyday life to this plant, and just show that it's an opportunity for everybody. There's money in this, and it's for everybody.
Yeah, yeah. Now we can't hear you, Lotta.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
there you
bad. I
go.
was like, I don't think my mic's on. We got hope for the youth. I was also prepping one of this because I didn't see you put it in your underneath your name, and so if you want to tap in with Leo, let me do it. Yeah, I think I got that right. All right, your IG handles for your pages down there at the bottom.
Yeah, it's good.
All right, bet. Let them know. Say it to them so they know how to find you, player.
Yes, sir. My name is Leo 420. That's my name as well on Instagram and TikTok. I run Stoneful News. I run everything from filming to editing to designing the flyer and the beginning of my videos. And we try to spread daily cannabis news, and as well as just try to hope that you can as well see that this plant isn't what you grew up to think it was. And yeah, hope to just keep spreading awareness and appreciate anyone that
Mhm.
follows or even takes a minute to check me out.
Absolutely, absolutely. We appreciate you for tapping in with us on Sesh Sunday. Honestly, you've knocked it out the park as a guest for this June. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So once
That's
again, we
he's a
go give you a
professional.
round of applause. Ooh, oh, ooh, ooh, technical difficulties. Oh goodness.
thank
Are there any questions out there for Leo before we get up out of here? Because it's nice outside. You know what I'm saying? Um,
you.
and you can tap in with us at the Bakersman Collective on IG, Twitch, YouTube.
YouTube.
You know what I'm saying? D'Anthony, let them know where they can find you, player.
Solely on Instagram right now and on YouTube and all streaming platforms. Go run Breathe Up, man. Go play
Oh,
that new song. You know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Oh, he says Latinos be up.
Okay.
Uh,
Afro Latino, shit. I got a cousin.
oh my God.
We in here, you know. I'm down with the brown, the black, and the brown. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? That is a unity that needs to be loud and proud right now.
Well,
Um,
technically, aren't we all Caribbean too?
at,
Technically,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure. You see
yeah.
the flag in the corner. You know what I'm saying? We out here. You know what I mean? Get a good look. All right. I'm Lotta with the Bakersman Collective. This has been Sesh Sundays. We getting up